What's up guys, in this video I'm riding out over 80 miles on my Honda trail along the South Texas border to Falcon Lake State Park. I'm going to be camping overnight, grilling my dinner, and exploring the trails around this lake that Texas shares with Mexico. Today we are taking the Honda trail to a little place called Falcon State Park. I would say that it's probably the peak of summer right now in South Texas, so what better time to go camping than now, right? It's currently 2 p.m. It's 97 degrees. You can sure feel it. So you might be asking, why would I do this, you know? But I think the better question is why not? Because it's gonna be nice and warm. You're not gonna have any trouble sleeping because you're gonna be super toasty. But unfortunately, because it's gonna be so hot, there won't be anybody there. You're gonna be at the park all by yourself. 74 miles to go. I do have a state park pass for Texas. The only thing I haven't done is book the reservation for a campsite. Man, it is really hot. It's almost unbearable. The heat, it just hurts when you're not moving. I did have to make one pit stop before actually hitting the road. I had to stop at the store to pick up my dinner for tonight. I'm excited for it. Every time I have the opportunity to like actually cook when I'm camping, it's just fun, you know. It's performative, honestly, but I like being able to make like a normal meal that you'd eat at home, but at the campsite. It's so windy, I can't hear anything. Well, I got about 2 more hours of this. Well, I'm about halfway through with the trip to Falcon State Park, and it looks like everything's holding up pretty well. Nothing has fallen off, thankfully. It is so windy that I can barely hear myself think through the helmet. But I'm here at a rest stop, again, about halfway through, but look at this view. I got a nice view of the river while I cool off with the Honda. That's super nice. So I ended up leaving around, I want to say like 1:30, and it's 3 now, so about an hour and a half to get halfway. I think I'll probably be there around like 3, maybe a little later. At this rate though, it's just so draining. It's so hot. It's so windy. My butt hurts. Obviously the seat of the Honda Trail isn't really that comfortable. And I mean, the bike just won't go. It doesn't want to go more than like 45. I mean, look at me, it's so windy. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just gonna power through. We'll make it when we make it. I'm just looking forward to getting there so I can get some shade and, you know, eat. I'm already starting to get hungry. I think I'm running out of water, but I take a sip and it's hot for like the first 4 gulps, and then it finally turns cold. It's not bad though. Once you get to the cold, it's pretty good. Well, I'm gonna have to get all my gear back on and hit the road again. Fella pulled up in the semi truck. I think that's my cue to leave before I leave with him against my will, as in he kidnaps me. I've probably spent way too much time here. I think I spent like 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes here. There it is in all its glory. I'm so glad to finally be here. It is so windy. I just came to the realization that I drank all of my 2.5 liters of water, so I hope that Falcon Lake is just a big lake of purified water. Otherwise, I guess I'm gonna just go home. I'm worried about gas. Let's see. Can't get a map. There we go. Luckily they have water here at the entrance. And I had to layer down. I wasn't gonna survive like this. Layer down, layer off. I don't know. I had to take my damn jacket off. Whew, it's so hot. Still recording. Took my jacket off. I put on some sunscreen because, you know, we're gonna go look for our campsite. And what you're supposed to do, since they don't have anybody here, basically checking people in, you gotta go and just scratch off your own campsite. It's kind of just like an honor system sort of deal. Since I'm on a bike, I'm gonna go look at the campsites. I'm gonna find one that's decent, and then I'll settle in. I'll go back, cross off that campsite, and then it'll be mine. Why do they all say reserved? None of these are well shaded. I did see one. Let's go check that one out again. Oh, that one over there. That's the one I liked. That one looks good. This one's got plenty of shade. This is definitely the best in the house. I can set my tent over here, or if that's not enough shade, I can even set it over here. And as the sun comes further down, the shade here will just grow. Well, this works for me. I'm gonna unload some stuff here and just kind of claim it, and then I'll go scratch it off. I don't even know 74. All right, let's do it. I only brought a few ice packs with my food, and it is meat, so I'm gonna probably set up my tent. Probably gonna have an early dinner. I mean, it's about 6 p.m., so I guess that's a pretty decent time to have dinner when you're camping. Ideally, you want to go to sleep early, wake up early. That's where I'm making my tent. I think I forgot my stakes. Oh, okay, I have a few in there. I didn't bother to bring a pillow, a blanket, pretty much anything. Just because I know it's gonna be so hot tonight that I'm not gonna be comfortable anyways. So why try to give myself any of these modern luxuries when it'll be in vain? I'm gonna put my air mattress inside to weigh it down. Ah, see what I mean? Now hopefully it doesn't just fly away with the mattress. Oh, this soil's super hard. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna look for a big rock to hammer this thing down. Well, it's not really working the way I'd like, but it might stop it from flying away. It might do something. Hey, one of the stakes went in more than an inch. We're getting somewhere. Normally what I do is, if my stakes can't really hold the tent down, I just put some stones in the corners. Usually it turns out fine. I'm still here. I haven't flown away yet, so. Oh my God. Check out this cool little detail I noticed about my campsite. It says here the last reservation was June 5th, and it's August 12th. I'm not gonna bother putting on the rain fly. It's gonna be super hot in there. I got this tent from Walmart for like $20, maybe 6 years ago. My sister got me this cool little battery-powered mattress inflator thing, and it works really well for something you could just charge and then use like 10 times. So this kind of mattress is supposed to inflate itself, but it takes forever. So that's where this thing comes in handy. See how it's covered in dog hair? I do wish I brought my adventure dogs. Well, I'm getting my batteries charged up again and I'm waiting for the sun to go down a little more. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get the grill heated up so that way I can make some dinner before I go out. I'm trying not to use all these coals because in the morning, obviously I gotta have coffee. These are supposed to be instant light charcoal, so we'll see if that's the truth. No way. No way. No way. Are you guys keep an eye on that? Make sure it doesn't spread anywhere it's not supposed to, okay? Don't get too close though. Don't get too close now. I should have brought a chair. This is gonna be home for tonight. It's nothing special. Just 4 walls and a roof. No phone, no pools, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. Ugh. I'm the type to sleep on my stomach, so I don't know why I like camping so much. It's not easy sleeping on your stomach on one of these. Ugh. Some guy passed by just now. He came up to me twice when I got here to ask me first how to pay. He asked me how to get down to the lake. I guess he didn't realize that I don't work here. Do I look like someone who knows what they're doing? I probably only rode like maybe 80 miles, but the biggest issue is fighting the wind on such a small bike and the seating position. It's very clearly not meant for long distances. I used to have a Royal Enfield Himalayan. I rode it from Houston to Austin with no stops, and by the end of it, I wasn't even really tired. I like to do things that don't make sense. It's kind of like a challenge, right? Maybe like 6 months ago, there was one rider curated, I guess, route that I decided to take on my Honda Trail, and it was 180 miles throughout the hill country of Austin. I probably stopped 15 times, and by the end of it, I was bedridden for like 3 days. I was so sore from my back, my legs, my arms, everything. But that's just me. It's about to be 7 right now, so I think I'm gonna start prepping the food to cook, so that way I can eat and then go out on my hike. And I brought a camera this time that has better zoom, so hopefully if we see some decent birds, we can get good views of them. Let's get the food going. For dinner, I'm gonna make some fajita tacos with some bell pepper and onion and avocado. Super simple. I did forget lemon low-key, but that's okay. I think I can get by without some lemon. The main problem for me is I don't want to make them so small, the pieces that is, gonna be falling through the grill. I accidentally opened the lemon pepper upside down, so, yep, there it goes. Ah. We got visitors. Oh my God. All right, maybe we will trim some of it off. You know what I forgot? Napkins. I'll just rub my hands in the dirt. Remind me to disinfect these when I get home. Somebody, please. And my knife. Oh, these tongs are super flimsy. Oh, nice. It was a bit of an oversight, but maybe I shouldn't have chopped these peppers. Maybe I should have just kind of cooked them on here whole, because they might fall through. We'll see if they fall through. If they fall through, then it was meant to be. Yeah, most, they're all falling through. That's so funny. Oh my God, what a disaster. Look at that, Roadrunner. Oh, you can't even see it. Huge Roadrunner. That was massive. Ugh. You're supposed to be watching the meat. Remember those days when your dad would get mad at you because you wouldn't hold the flashlight still? Good times. Good times. I'm losing half the onions to the coals. Man, I might have to pile up these coals a little better. It's taking long. Cooking pretty unevenly, but naturally I forgot to bring myself a plate. I'm just gonna use the unused side of my cutting board here. If there's anything about me, it's I don't like to be prepared. I might have lost half my veggies to the coals. Is that okay? Yes. Am I upset? A little bit. That's pretty good. Oh yeah. There's the flavor. It's not tough. It's just the knife is bad, okay? I'm walking here. It's a little crunchy. Mmm. It was worth it. Still a little pink. It's like perfect. Oh, there is ants on my food. They're quick. They haven't made it to my meat yet. I think they're looking for it. It's a good thing I ate really fast. Have you ever made food before that's like it's just so good? This is one of them moments. Stop recording. Stop recording. Dude, oh, my hands are so dirty. It took me much longer than I expected to clean up the mess that I made, so what I'm probably just gonna do is just refill my water and maybe walk down to the water real quick. That'll be it. Well, I don't have anything else to do, and there's only just a few more minutes worth of sunlight left, so I'm gonna sit here, write my journal for a few minutes, and then probably go into the tent, just call it a night. It's 9 o'clock at night. I'm in bed now, and it's 92 degrees. I'm gonna have the best sleep of my life. I'll see you guys tomorrow. The sun hasn't come up yet, but it's 6 a.m. I'm not gonna sleep anymore, so I'm gonna get up and make some coffee. That was the best sleep I've ever had. The combination of never hitting below 80 degrees and the rocky surface was just perfect. I don't know if you can hear the coyotes in the distance. I know a wood fire isn't really the most efficient way to make your coffee in the morning, but the only alternative for me would have been a 2-burner Coleman stove. Let's hope this doesn't take too long to heat up my water. Instant coffee isn't really that great, but I don't hate it either. Had my coffee. Sun isn't gonna stop climbing. I'm gonna go hit these trails, hopefully see the water. I think I might see some interesting birds. So that's what we're doing. I just saw a little group of jackrabbits running around, chasing each other at the start of this trail. So far, a lot less birds than I was expecting, but I'm seeing a whole mess of jackrabbits. It's really tough bringing my adventure dogs on trails like these without protection for their feet because the ants, they're just massive. They don't know any better, so they can't really avoid the ants. Half the time, if you're standing still, you look right at them and what do you know, they're standing on an ant pile. Hey, this is a proper trail. I thought it was going to be more like a walk. I was genuinely prepared to criticize how loosely people use the term hike. It's just kind of a flat dirt path. Ooh, turkey vulture. Turkey vultures sitting on a tree. Kissing. They're kind of backlit, but I didn't notice at the time of recording that this is an entirely different bird. I'm pretty sure this is a crested caracara, or sometimes known as the Mexican eagle. You can tell the difference between turkey vultures and black vultures by their wings. Turkey vultures will have white feathers running along the bottom of their entire wing, while black vultures will have white feathers only at the tips of their wings. Fun fact. Look at all this Texas sage. Wow, I just planted one of these at my home, except mine is only about a foot tall. I bet it looks real pretty after it rains because they grow little purple flowers, only I guess after it rains. Oh, there's a tortoise. Hey little feller, look at the little tortoise. That's so cool to just see them here surviving. Huh, wow. I'm already done. That was really fast. Well, it's been a pretty nice morning. Hard to complain. It's quiet, shaded, but the sun is coming out. And 3 miles is 3 miles. My feet are starting to hurt. So I'm going back to camp. I'm gonna have some lunch. rest a little while, and then I'll be on my way out. Sun is starting to get real hot, so I'm gonna start tearing down camp, getting all my things together, make sure I'm not leaving any trash behind, and then I'm gonna try to go see this lake, and maybe even the dam if I'm close enough from it. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna move the tent to the shade. I don't know what I was thinking. I could have been doing it over here the whole time. Not my best work. Well, I'm all ready to go. Got everything packed up on the bike. It cleaned up everywhere. I got my camera back on my helmet, and I gotta go fill up my water now. My water pouch is full. I seem to be okay on gas. Here we go. Well, yesterday, coming in, that headwind was pretty intense. So I'm hoping today, you know, the wind's at my back, and I don't have to worry about gas or going super slow. Here's to hoping. When I got to my camp and I was starting to settle in, it did flash 1 out of 6 bars. So I'm somewhere between a 3rd and a 6th, and I don't want to push it too hard or I get range anxiety. I didn't bring any extra gas with me. You know, normally I get like 160 miles on the tank, and right now we're barely at 87. There's a little wind, but it's not too bad. I'm just gonna keep trucking along. The next gas station back heading north is about 25 miles. .08 gallons, 119.4. Well guys, I wasn't able to get down to the dam because it's basically like a big Border Patrol military zone, unfortunately, so I didn't get to see it. My microphone's out of battery. I just got gas. I filled up 1.08 gallons, which got me about 119 miles, and it didn't start blinking yet for low fuel, so I'm impressed. Well, yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna start heading back home. I got another good 60 miles ahead of me, and it's super hot now. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.